Hi, Game Rules here, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Crazy Rummy. Crazy Rummy is a rummy-style card game for 3 to 6 players. The goal of the game is to score the least amount of points at the end. Players can do this by going out or keeping their hand points low at the end of rounds. The game is played over 13 rounds. What makes it crazy, you may ask? Well, every round, the wild cards change. The setup. The dealer is chosen at random. They will shuffle the deck and deal each player 7 cards. Then the player to their left will receive an additional 8th card. The remainder of the deck is placed central to all players as a stockpile. Card rankings and melds. The ranking for the game Crazy Rummy is King High, Ace Low. Ace is always low and cannot be used as a higher card in runs over a king. There are 2 types of melds, sets and runs. Sets contain 3 to 4 cards of the same rank. Runs consist of 3 or more cards of the same suit in consecutive order. Sets can never contain more than 4 cards, even when using a wild card. There's always a wild card, but it changes every round. It starts in the first round as aces and progresses through the ranking until the 13th round's wild card is king. Wild cards can be used to represent any other card needed for a set or run. Multiple wild cards can be used in a set or run, but if there's ambiguity of what suit or rank the card represents, then the player must state what the card is meant to represent. For example, in this run of 2s, the aces represent 2s instead of 3 and 4. How to play the game. The game starts with the players to the dealer's left. They may begin the game by placing any melds if they want and discarding a card to end their turn. The first player does not draw a card from a stockpile. In future turns, players start by drawing the top card of either the stockpile or the discard pile. Then they may place any melds they wish. Once a player has melded their first meld, and in future turns, they may also add cards to their melds and other players' melds. Players end their turn by discarding a card. Only once a player has played a meld, they can pick up wild cards from the table to use or hold in their hand by replacing the card it represents with the actual card. To go out, meaning to end the game by holding no cards in hand, you must discard your final card. If playing a meld would leave you with no cards, you cannot play that meld. Players with only a single card in hand have restrictions they must follow. They can only draw from the stockpile, and if they cannot go out, they must discard the card they previously held and keep the card just drawn. The round ends either when a player successfully goes out or the stockpile is empty. Scoring. After each round, players will score the points in their hands and add that to a cumulative score. Scoring points is bad. A player who goes out scores no points for that round. Each wild card is worth 25 points if it's caught in your hand. Aces are worth 1 point each, unless it's the wild card. Numbered cards from 2 to 10 are worth their numeric values. Jacks, queens, and 10s are all worth 10 points. Ending the game. The game ends after the 13th round is scored. The player with the lowest score wins the game. And that's how you play Crazy Rummy. Thanks for watching, and remember to go to GameRules.com for all things Game Rules. See you next time!